Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important example related to reactive form, where we will see how to use get method with FormRecord. If you remember, in our previous sessions, we talked about a way or method to insert the value to the existing form record, to remove the value from the existing form record, and also the set value, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we are going to talk about get method. We will see what is get method, why we use it, what are the benefits of it, and also the syntax and structure that we are supposed to follow in order to implement reactive form module with FormRecord for get method. But before we proceed further with these all things, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use Angular Reactive Form with get method. But prior to that, you should know what is form record, what is reactive form, how to create form record, these kind of thing. So if you know about at least these basic things, then things would be much more easier for you. And for that, you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find more than 3,400 plus free resources available in both Hindi as well as English language. So without any kind of language barrier, you can consume the content. And if there is any questions or queries during the process, then you can also reach out to me through comment section. I would be more than happy to answer all your questions there. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Here you can see currently I'm in app.component.html file, where I have mentioned two headings. One is Angular course by Sharmit, and another one is reactive form in Angular get with form record. After that, we have two horizontal rows, and in between these two horizontal rows we will define the logic. But prior to that, there should be some prerequisites. Also, we will define the form record, and then we will write the method that will help us to get the value. So for that, we will go to app.component.html file. Here, let's say in imports array, I will simply write reactive form module. Okay, now just expand this class, and inside this class we will define our form record. Now how to define the form record? You just need to write here phones, which is nothing but the name of my form record, then equal new, then we will write here form record, opening closing parenthesis, not parenthesis, opening closing angular bracket, then we will write here form record. Okay, then angular bracket again, inside this we will write form control, and then after this we will write here string and null. So what basically we are doing with this, we are just assigning the value, we are just setting the type of it. Okay, so we have this new form record. Okay, I think we have mentioned it 2 times. Let me remove the first one. Yes, I think now it's fine. And then so new form record, form control, string of null, then opening closing parenthesis, opening closing curly braces. Okay, so don't check the errors without completing the syntax, because otherwise it will throw the error. So you can see now the syntax is clear, so it will not show any error. And you can also put a semicolon over here. Now remember one thing, whatever we are writing here, whether it's a form record or form control, it is automatically imported, right? So if it is not imported, make sure to import it, because if you are not importing it, it won't allow you to use it. As we are using editor, so it is automatically imported, otherwise we are supposed to import it manually. Okay, all right, so now inside this what we will do, like we have created this form record with the name home, not home, with the name phones. Now inside this phones, like we are storing all the phone numbers. So let's say I want to store phone number for my home, so I will write here home, then a colon, then a new form control, and then parenthesis. Inside this we will write the value like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so these are the values that I want to store here. Now you can just save it. So this form record is ready, and after this form record we will create one more method, that is show phone. Now this is the main method. Why I'm saying this is a main method? Because here we will be mainly focusing on our topic, that is get values, right? So for that, show phone, let's add the method as parenthesis, then expand this. Here we will write here const, then value, okay, then equal this dot phones dot get, then opening closing parenthesis, single quote, and inside this we will access the value home. Remember, this is case sensitive, so whatever you are writing here, it should be in the same case, because if it is not in the same case, it won't allow you to use it. Okay, then our question mark dot, and here we will write value. Okay, so what basically we are doing here, we are getting the value, we are fetching this value home, value of home, storing it into the value constant value. Okay, and then after this what we will do, we will simply put this value into alert box so that we can see it as an output. Okay, so we have got this thing. We have one form record for phones, then we have one method that is show phone, where we have stored this value. Now in this app.component.ts file, these are the all things that we need, like we need phones form record, then we need one method that is show phone. Okay, so these all things are ready. Now it's time to verify this thing. So to verify this thing, we will simply go to app.component.html file again. Here I'll just simply create one button, although like you can design the complete form, but for now you can see I'm just focusing on one part only, so that you can understand that logic. So for that, you can simply go to app.component.html file, and now in this app.component.html file button, I will mention the thing that is show phone. Okay, then here in button I will simply write click, and inside this I will write show phone. Okay, and this is a method, so we will use the opening closing parenthesis. That's it. So this thing is ready. Okay, we have two headings like Angular course by Sharmit, reactive form and Angular, get with form record. Then we have one method that is for show phone number, and that is ready. Now next what we will do, we will simply execute this code by running one command, that is ng serve -open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds, and then it will show you the output in the browser screen. So we will verify it. So you can see it is executed, and in the browser we have got few headings along with button. So let's see one by one. The first heading shows Angular course by Sharmit, then second heading shows Angular reactive form in Angular, get with form record, then one horizontal row. After that we have one button, and after that button we have another horizontal row. Remember, these horizontal rows are not mandatory. I just kept it just to show it properly on the browser screen. Then we have the show phone, and once user click on this show phone, what it will do, it will basically execute the method and it will get the value, and then it will show it into alert box. So let's see whether it is working fine or not. So when I click here on this show phone, it will show localhost 4200 says 123456789 and OK button. So what basically it is doing, it is simply like when user click on this button show phone, it will go to this method that is show phone, and firstly it will get the value from this home phones that is for home, and then it will store it into one constant value variable, and then we are showing it. Now remember one thing, this is completely case sensitive. That means if you write something with small h of home, so it won't return anything. It is showing undefined. Okay, so always make sure that whatever you are writing here, it should be same in the case, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.